In the city that never sleeps, there was one man who seemed to sleep through it all. Meet Frank, 70-something years old, though he'd lost count somewhere along the way. Every morning, as the sun painted New York in hues that would make even the most jaded artist weep, Frank would open his eyes to the same view, a world that had long since stopped noticing him. But on this particular morning, something was different. A few feet away, shivering in the dawn chill, sat a shiba-inu puppy, its fur the color of autumn leaves.
In this city of millions, we're all just searching for a friend.
As a street performer sang about finding friends in a city of millions, Frank rose to begin his daily routine, ignoring both the song and the puppy's watchful gaze. And so began Frank's day, a symphony of odd jobs and odder moments. But fate, dear viewers, has a funny way of forcing us to pay attention. And for Frank, that moment came in a back alley that seemed to stretch and twist like something out of a dream.
Yep.
Now, Frank had spent years perfecting the art of minding his own business. But in that moment, something long dormant stirred within him. With a grace that belied his years, Frank swung his bag of cans, creating a cacophony that sent the feline thugs scattering. And there, in a grimy New York alley suddenly bathed in golden light, Frank found himself truly seen for the first time in years. Now, dear viewers, imagine, if you will, our unlikely hero Frank, standing in that alley, a trembling ball of orange fur at his feet. Frank's weathered hands reached down, scooping up the grateful pup. And there, nestled against the pup's neck, was a heart-shaped collar, glowing faintly like a beacon of hope. Oh, how Frank's mind raced. Keep the pup? Return it? In that moment, even the graffiti on the walls seemed to swirl and dance, spelling out the question that consumed him. But then, a chuckle. From where, you ask? Why? From a fortune teller's booth that had materialized out of thin air.
All right, Fuzzball, let's find your home. You know, I used to walk these streets every day. Delivered the mail, rain or shine. Bet you think that's boring, huh?
Arf!
It's been quiet since Martha passed. She always wanted a dog, you know. Said it'd keep me young. Guess she was right, as usual.
Woo! Yep.
You know, little fella, I think we make a pretty good team. What do you say we find your home together?
With each step, each shared adventure, the crusty shell around Frank's heart began to crack. His gruff exterior softened, much like a baguette left out in New York's whimsical rain. Ah, my friends, our unlikely duo had finally arrived at their destination. But as with all good stories, the journey was far from over.
This can't be right, it's abandoned.
Arf! Arf!
Just then, as if the heavens themselves were sighing, it began to rain. But oh, what rain! Each droplet a prism, painting Frank and the puppy in a kaleidoscope of emotions.
Well, Don't you worry about me, little fella. I'm just a bit tired.
Frank's knees buckled, and he collapsed onto the rainbow-slicked sidewalk. The world erupted into chaos. Concerned onlookers appeared as if from thin air, their voices a surreal symphony of alarm.
Stay with me.
Yep. Aroo!
The separation that followed was heart-wrenching. Frank, barely conscious, was loaded into the ambulance, while the puppy, whimpering and struggling, was gently but firmly placed in the animal control van.
Puppy, don't leave. I have to find him. We're not alone anymore. Sorry, miss, but I've got a date with Destiny. And he's got 4 legs and a wagging tail.
And so began Frank's race against time, through a New York City that seemed to bend and stretch to aid his quest. Traffic lights bowed to let him pass, while fire hydrants sprouted legs to cheer him on.
Hold on, little buddy, I'm coming. Huff, huff, pant, pant. Wait, please, that's my friend.
Mommy, look. That puppy's already got a grandpa. We can't separate them.
Sir, it seems this little guy already has a home. With you. Now how about we help you both get settled?
And so, our odd couple continued their quest. They rode a subway car that looked suspiciously like a carousel, complete with prancing wooden horses for seats. The puppy's tail wagged in delight, creating a breeze that ruffled the manes of their equine chairs.
Well, little fella, looks like we both found a home after all.
Arf, arf, woof!